Hey y'all, it is Lucca. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a trailer park build once again in The Sims 4, and as you can see I am on the lot called Desert Bloom. This is normally where a park is located. I don't know, I just really like the idea of building a trailer park here because it's kind of secluded. It looks like it's kind of on the edge of town, and in my personal experience, that's kind of where trailer parks sometimes are, at least where I'm from. So yeah, let's just get started. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so y'all go ahead and get yourself relaxed and all that good stuff. But the plan is to build 3 trailers on this lot because I want to build some double wide trailers. It's been a minute since I've built that. I don't even know if I've built it on the channel before, but if you don't know, in America, when we say trailer, I'm referring to what is technically called a mobile home. It's basically a house that has wheels. You can move it. You can also make it permanent. It's not quite a tiny house. That's a different thing, but the same kind of concept. I don't know. There's just a lot of different language surrounding it, but there are 2 different kinds of mobile homes. You've got your regular kind of standard mobile home, and then you have a double wide. Essentially, that is 2 halves. So basically, it is a mobile home built of 2 halves, and they are separately moved from each other. So, they can be, moved wherever, but they're kind of taken apart, and then they're put back together, and it's kind of split down the middle. It's kind of considered fancy for a trailer home, and they are quite nice. Honestly, they're pretty big too. So I'm just gonna do 3 on this lot. That's why I wanted to build it here, because it's a 50 by 50, lots of space. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this one just like right here. I was gonna do kind of like a fun little layout with them, but most of the time trailer parks are just kind of in a row, roughly, give or take, so let's see. I'm gonna do a couple different variations, so they're all going to have different floor plans, but the concept is essentially the same. So I'm going to do this because with these floor plans, I have to keep in mind that there is going to be like a divide right down the middle like this. So, some rooms sometimes are fully open, like the living room sometimes is fully open, so this wall doesn't really matter. But when it comes to other rooms, I still have to kind of keep that kind of middle wall in mind. So I've got this one here. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the size roughly, but I do have some floor plans kind of drawn up on my second screen here. But I'm thinking right here can be a bedroom, and then another bedroom right here, because this one can be maybe 3 bedrooms, and then a little bathroom right here. And then I do need to put a little, a little hallway can go here with a door. And then I'm thinking this will be where the kitchen is, and then maybe like a little dining space. And then on the other side of the kitchen here is where a main bedroom is going to be. And then I think I'm going to put a bathroom here. And I think that's it for this one. That's kind of roughly the shape. I will definitely have to maybe move this back a little tiny bit, and we'll see. That's a little bit better. Yeah, and I might kind of alternate it, put one kind of back here and then put one here as well. So let's see, that's just kind of the first little pass. And I don't necessarily want them to all be the same size, but it's kind of nice having them all be the same size. So I'm just going to start like so. And for this one, I kind of want there to be 4 bedrooms. So maybe the main bedroom can be a little smaller. We can maybe put a closet. We'll do this kind of bathroom here. And then maybe they can have a bedroom like this. It'll be a very narrow hallway right here. I'm thinking this can be where the kitchen is once again, and then the dining space. And then I'm going to do maybe like a bedroom here, another bedroom, or maybe should I do the same thing on this side? Just kind of mirror it. I know that's kind of symmetrical, but it's kind of not at the same time. So, I kind of want to make the main bedroom a little bigger. We'll just do that instead. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Then the kitchen can be here, dining space. I do have to keep in mind with the living room layouts that there needs to be space for kind of like doors to here and then here. So maybe the couch will be here, TV, I think we can make that work, honestly. And then I'm going to just move this one kind of like, just a little bit back. I don't want it to be like lined up perfectly, but I want it to kind of be alternating like that. So I'm thinking that for this second one. And then for the third one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I'm just roughing this out. We may make changes as we go today, but I'm just going to kind of move this and line it up with this other one here, like right about here, I'm thinking. Is that right? That feels pretty good to me. I quite like that. And then let me move into this one here. So I'm thinking. We could even make them a little bit bigger. Like I could extend a couple of these, but I like them all being the same size too, because that is one thing. As someone who grew up kind of poor, I've lived in a trailer before. Trailers have different dimensions too. Like they're like 16 feet wide for like a normal, like standard trailer. And sometimes they can be, 40 feet long? I don't know if that's the right measurement. Is it meters? I don't think that's true either. But no, there's like different measurements. Sometimes you find really narrow ones, sometimes you find really wide ones. The wide ones are really nice, but most of the time they're about 14 to 16 feet wide, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see. I think for this one, so we have a 3-bedroom here. We have a 4-bedroom here. I don't think I can do 5 bedrooms, but maybe we can do another 3-bedroom here, possibly, just because I feel like that's a pretty standard, layout. I kind of want to do it a little bit differently with this one, just to give us some variety. So I'm thinking maybe like main bedroom here in the front. We can do a bathroom here. Maybe we can do, I don't know, just a bedroom like this. That can be one side. And then the other side, I'm thinking can be like small bedroom, maybe a bathroom, maybe another small bedroom, just like that. Yeah, so that they have a little bit more space for like a kitchen. So maybe this house just happens to have a bigger kitchen, But what do we think of this so far? I like this kind of, vision. The idea is to maybe do like little driveway, kind of front yards, porches on the fronts, like right here. And then obviously there's going to be a fence separating all these, and then they can all have their own little backyards. Well, backyards. They're, if you're looking at the front door, it's technically to the side, but it's a backyard, technically. That's usually how they're laid out in my experience. I've never lived in a trailer park myself, of course. I have lived in a trailer though for many, many years, and where they're so long and just kind of rectangular, the way they take up space on a lot is just very different. So I think I'm going to do maybe like something like this, bring the eaves in a tiny little bit. I don't know. I kind of like that. That feels pretty fun. And then I'm thinking, I guess we should pick out like the trims and the foundations, the exterior bits, all that fun stuff. I think I'm going to do them all at about the same height. We'll make them kind of high too. And then let's see. I don't exactly have any idea of how they're going to look for, being in the desert, because I like this. That's kind of nice. Should I do metal roofing? Is metal roofing in the desert a bad idea? I don't know, actually. Personally, I'm unsure. I could do maybe something like this. This is quite nice. I could also go more with the deserty color palette and just go really warm with it. I don't know. I'm kind of into that idea a little bit. And I kind of like this trim with it too. I don't know why. It just kind of does something for me. I'm trying to be a bit more experimental, I think. But let's see. I want to, let's enable custom content today. It's time. It's time to start using some CC, I think, with The Sims. Let's see. What kind of color scheme do I want? I want something that is pretty warm. Like, I like this one a lot. That one kind of fits with the environment really nicely. I could also do maybe a blue. The blue is quite cute. I think keeping the siding all the same will kind of really help them match. Oh, we could do a pink trailer. Oh, that's super cute. Or this green. Actually, I kind of like that color palette. Who's shocked? Not me. Not me at all. Green, blue, brown. Hello, that's me. I don't know. I like it though. That's quite fun. It feels like something I would build. So I'm going to do that. But how have y'all been lately? Hope you're doing well. I did upload a House Flipper remastered collection video yesterday. If you want to go check out that video, I would really appreciate it. Honestly, any bit of support really helps with these newer videos because I'm trying to branch out of just The Sims. And if you want to go check out that video, I would really, really appreciate it so much. Even if you just watch for a few minutes, like it, leave a comment, that would be great. I know that's asking a lot, but I do have in my game some custom content created by Illogical Sims as well. It is all of their base game add-ons because I've just been really craving some new stuff. So yeah, these are really good. Ooh, see, look at that. They're not like super thick. They just look so cool. I don't know if I want to use it for this build, but at the same time, there's some good colors and some good like patterns here. I kind of like the idea of matching the roof a little bit. Oh, why does that look so good though? Like, I actually quite like that a lot because I don't know, it's nice to be using something a little different, and that looks really good actually. I like that it doesn't have like a super thick trim sticking out. It just kind of, I don't know, it looks cool. Okay, and then let's figure out the front porches. You gotta have a front porch. That's so important. I'm thinking this one maybe we'll have just something like this. And then this one we'll do maybe something as wide as the living room like that. And maybe something just like this one for this. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not trying to match anything. I'm just going with the flow here. But yeah, that looks really nice. I don't know if I'll keep using it for the little bits here. Maybe I'll use, let's see, where is it? There's this here, or no, is it this one? Yeah, this kind of grayish one. Maybe we can use the proper one for the porches instead. Actually, I kind of like that a lot. And do I want to use like a matching flooring for these? Like, I don't really think so. Like, I think I would rather use something, because like if I use like a matching kind of color, it's just going to be kind of bland. Something like that's kind of fun. I kind of want to use, this one from Spooky Day always does something for me, but I don't know, that one doesn't really match the vibe either. I really like this green. No shocker there, but I really like that actually for this kind of setup. Or we could just do something simple like that, perhaps. I think I like that the most. It's simple. It just goes with all of it. We're going to be putting fences on these too, like railing. So let me find some kind of railing here. It's so cool that there is custom content creators out here. I'll leave this stuff linked in the description. I may start using it on the regular. I don't know, but these base game add-ons, there's several different sets that Illogical Sims has created, and it's nice because it's seamless with the actual game. So it's just, I don't know, it just kind of excites me because I love base game building. So this is just going to add to it even more. I think I'm just going to use this though. I can't help but just use what I already know. I don't know what colorway I want to use though, because there is that's pretty simple. We could even do white, or, we can do this bluish color or a simple gray, and they can be different on all of them too. I think I want to use this one for this. That looks pretty cute. This one, I think I might go, the blue is kind of fun, but it's a little bright. I don't know. Maybe we should change the trim colors on this house. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. The gray kind of looks nice for this one. Sure. And then for the green, there is a green one, but that one doesn't really go with it. Let's see. I'm just trying to find something that kind of goes with the colors. That one's kind of interesting. I kind of like that a lot, but it makes me want to change the foundation colors a little bit, which is fine. That's kind of how I like building is, as I go making changes and, experimenting, finding out new things, new ways. See, I quite like that one. And then I feel like I can change the trim to maybe match. Wait a minute. That looks so good, actually. I think I like that even more. Hold the phone. That's so cute. So cute. Gosh, what's wrong with me today, y'all? But yeah, how have y'all been doing? I have been in my Pokemon hyperfixation, y'all. It is dangerous. It's so dangerous. I get really caught up in Pokemon. I've been watching videos on Pokemon so much. I've been, shiny hunting galore. I'm still working on my shiny badge quest in Pokemon Violet. So I did complete like the main story and all of that good stuff. But now I'm on to not the DLC, not just yet, but there is like part of the story. Ooh, I like that, where you have to basically evaluate all of the gym leaders again. So you basically are just battling them again, but with their like harder teams. And so I'm going back, having to battle them. And alas, I must catch shinies before each one once again. So, oh no. I love shiny hunting though. It's so much fun. Like, I enjoy it so deeply. I think I'm going to do this for this house, honestly. And the trim on the roof, I kind of want to make it that color. Ooh, it's raining. What the heck? I didn't realize it was going to rain today. It's coming down like crazy too. You can really hear it. I mean, you probably can't, but I can hear it big time. I don't know. I'm trying to find the correct color. This is just, no, I think I'm going to keep it that. And we're going to change the foundation on this one too. I like it on this one and this one. This one, I don't know. I feel like it needs a little bit of something different. Ooh, the blue would be kind of a nice pop of color. Oh, that's quite charming, actually. A little pop of blue with that like kind of tan. I quite like that. And then let me just do this here. Ooh, and then this kind of looks good with it too because it's like a darkish blue. What do we think of that so far? I kind of like it. I kind of like the little color scheme we've got going on. And then let's pick out the doors and windows. This isn't going to be fully base game, of course. I have it set to base game because I just want to see what items we get with this add-on set. There's so many you can see. Like, look at this, an archway. There's, archways for the doors that we already have. Like, such a no-brainer, right? I love it so much. But let's see. Oh, it's so tempting to use these though. These are from a Winged Llama's Nostalgia Living stuff. Like, come on. Like, isn't that gorge? Isn't that beautiful? Have I annoyed y'all enough with that word? I say it so much. Oh, see, it looks so good, but it's a little too fancy. It's a little too fancy for trailers, honestly, which, some trailers will have doors like that, but I don't know. In The Sims, for me, it needs to be simple. Let's see. Ooh, a blue door? Do we like that door? I'm not sure. We're going to basically be using kind of the same things for all of the homes here. So, I mean, I feel like these doors are always a good option. I can also use these, which are a little bit more modern looking, a little different. I do like them, but they're just, I don't know. They're not really my vibe. Do I just want to go simple? I'm seeing how it looks when I zoom out, and I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we need a different color. Ooh. That's not a bad idea to do like the gray or something. I don't know. It's kind of hard to make decisions sometimes in The Sims, but that's kind of why I like these videos, is that I can just take my time with it. And, the whole point is, the destination, not the journey. Wait, that's the other way around. It's the journey, not the destination here. So, ooh, wait a minute. That might be perfect. It kind of matches the blue here. Is there like a window set that goes with it? And say, thankfully, Illogical Sims did add some swatches to these already existing windows so that we have wooden swatches also. I thought that was such a missed swatch opportunity that The Sims just kind of decided not to do with these, is do like the dark woods, So like, come on, Sims team, what are you doing? What was that about? I just feel like there's certain things that the Sims team has done in the past where they just kind of miss important details, Ooh, I do like this. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, did y'all not have somebody on the team who was like, ooh, why don't we include like this specific swatch, because that's really important too to kind of complete the set? Did nobody say anything, or did they say something and then they were shot down? That's kind of what I'm thinking, that they just made cuts and like say like with like a certain set with like a pack, did they like just decide, oh, we're just not going to do that, never mind, like I'm not really sure. Ooh, we can use some of these archways possibly. I want something that kind of matches this door. I'm pretty sure we already have one in game that's just like that anyways, but it's always worth checking out, something that matches. Let's see. I want something that's like that tall. See, there we go. This one's perfect. It's in the game already, but I think I'm gonna put that there. We'll do that there. And then for the doors inside, I want to go back into all of the objects here. And I'm specifically looking for the door that came with high school years. It's just called The Basic. And it's such a good door. I really like that door. It's here somewhere. I know it is. I'm just looking directly past it, which is common for me. It's here somewhere. I'm finding it. There it is. Okay. And do I want to use just a white door? I think I will for this one. But yeah, we'll put a door here, and then I hate doing this, but a door here in the corner as well. It's such a pet peeve of mine, but in a trailer home, you kind of have to just accept it and move on. We'll do something like that. So this is an ensuite. But yeah, that's a pretty decent layout. I will go ahead. I'm going to throw in lighting as I go along with these. I think, honestly, the best bet, and say it with me, y'all, it's going to be the boob light. We love a boob light, honestly. She is an icon on the channel. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever make merch. I'm not like one of those people that has, a big enough channel and stuff like that for, all of that. But like, imagine if I did make merch in the future, it would be something involving the boob light. I don't know what it would be, but I would just maybe call it boob light. And then maybe it's a shirt with boob light and it's just like the little light, that would be kind of funny. I'm not sure. And then let's pick out the flooring and the wallpapers here. Obviously in newer trailers, there's probably some pretty nice flooring. They usually go with like vinyl flooring. There is this flooring by Cibolette from their Cheap and Chipped collection. That is pretty, but that's not really, that's kind of the vibe. It's like the clean version. Ooh, why do I really like this? Well, of course I like it. It's by Cibolette, but it is actually like, I think like this flooring, but just redone a little bit, which is very nice, honestly. I kind of want to use that outside. That's super pretty. Like that looks like one of those like pretty inexpensive vinyl floorings that you can get in just like kind of like I guess you could say like a pre-manufactured home. We'll do that. And then maybe we'll do some kind of like a linoleum over here. Should we just go with the simple linoleum? I think we will. I mean, it makes sense for a trailer to have just really basic linoleum. And then maybe in the bedrooms, they have carpet. They'll have like maybe like a nicer carpet like this one right here, the smart fiber carpet. Should we do like blue? I kind of like the blue carpet, honestly. I feel like the blue accents in this house really like are doing something for me. And then for the wallpapers with this one, I don't really know what I want to go with. Oh, there is some really good stuff here, like this one, the sponge painted wall. Oh, that's really cute. But I don't know, maybe I want to go with something that's really like plain. Like this one's kind of nice. We could do a light blue. I don't really think I love that, honestly, but I don't dislike it though. Maybe we can even just do like a simple like beige color. Or should we do like this, like a cool gray? I feel like that looks pretty good, actually. I'll probably change these as I go, of course. I might just match it for the kitchen, honestly. And then the bedroom here, I think it would be best to just kind of stick with these or something at least similar enough. This is also by Cibolette, but it's on the marketplace. Now, I got it for free, so I don't know if it is free now. It's very pretty, but it's a little too fancy, I think. But ooh, would you look at that? That does look very pretty. Let's see. I don't know. We could just go with this as well. Just the basics, with the trim. You can never really go wrong with that. So, maybe we'll just go with like kind of light colors or, even this kind of like light bluish color is quite nice. Actually, I think I like that a little bit more. But for this main bedroom, I'm thinking maybe we go like just the light gray. The bathrooms, maybe we can just stick with something really, really basic. Because, I feel like, trailer homes can definitely be customized, once you get them, of course, that's definitely a thing. But at the same time, I think that it's nice to kind of have the basic kind of setup, in the beginning, and then maybe we can change it once we furnish. I don't want to do that dark of a blue, maybe something kind of like that. And then maybe we can do like a light green room too. I know that doesn't really match the blue vibes though, so maybe we'll do a light blue there. Lots of blue and gray, but I feel like that's a pretty good kind of start possibly. I'm not sure if I like the flooring on this now that I'm looking at it. I think I do want to change it to, ooh, we could do the blue. I don't know. Do we like that? Ooh, that is cute though. However, the windows on either side here, I really want to do like this. Yeah, that just looks better. We do need to add a little bit of a roof, a little awning here. So let me just do that here, something like so. And then we'll just copy that over. We can never copy the trim. That's one thing I wish they would fix. So we'll do that. We'll do this. We'll click this room and we'll build a ceiling. And then we can also add a trim on this to just make it look a little bit more finished. In fact, I think they fixed the bug where if you place down like one of these rooms like so, and there's a roof, thankfully they fixed that, thank goodness. And is there a trim that matches that roofing? I don't know. That one works well enough though. I just want something to kind of cover that little bit of white there. And then I think the railing needs to be changed. I'm not like particularly a fan of it now that I've kind of progressed through this build a bit more. Like part of me wants to just go with something that is white because the windows have that white on them. So, it feels just kind of right. Like something like that is actually quite nice. And then the blue looks pretty good with it. Yeah. And then let's find a nice column. Probably I'm going to go with just the really basic one from the base game, this one. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Honestly, it's very simple. What do we think so far? I think that looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to put the stairs here or if I want to put them here. This is 3 tiles wide, I'm pretty sure. So I can just put one maybe like right here. I like that a lot, actually. Let me see. Oh, we don't have like a wallpaper that's like the lattice, do we? Unless I don't think Illogical Sims did that, but if they did, that would have been really cool because I could put it right there. But what we can do is just delete that little bit there and it's fine. And then let me find the railing that I used for the staircase as well here. I can never tell from these little bits. I have to like click and then place just to see, and I don't see it. There it is. Perfect. What do we think of that? I quite like that a lot. Let's go ahead and we'll move on to the next house. I'm going to save my game though. If you're playing along with me with any kind of game, save your game, please. Don't put yourself in a position where you crash and you lose your game, you lose your process, your progress, whatever. It's never fun. All right. So this one is the 4-bedroom, and I'll go ahead and we'll put down the boob lights down. Let's see. I just kind of placed them pretty much in kind of like the middle portion of a room. And if the room is really wide, I do it like this, just roughly. And then we do need to figure out what kind of doors we want to use with this one because we have a lot of like wood tones here. These are all different wood tones, but for some reason, it kind of looks good together. I don't know. We can probably change this. Gosh, I'm really indecisive today. I get into those little kind of indecision spirals on the occasion, and it can be quite exhausting sometimes to have to go through every single decision. But I think that does look a lot better, actually. I'm liking that significantly more. But for the doors on this one, we could go with this similarly, or we could just go with something really like this, really simple. I mean, let's just kind of look and see. We can maybe do that. Or maybe we can just do like a nice wood. I don't know. Ooh, this one's kind of nice too, but that's a little bit too nice. I think a 2 tile wide door is a little too big. So I think I'm just going to go, I don't know, maybe with this one. I like this one a lot. It's very simple. And I think for the entrance, I might just put it like here to the side so that right here can be where all the living room stuff is. And then let's see, windows. Maybe I'll go with... Where is it? We could go with the basic ones honestly, just the, the HBD ones, or there is like that really basic one from the base game that I really like. This one's pretty nice. I like it a lot too. Ooh, and it does have like, ooh, that's actually quite nice. It has that color that matches this trim. That's really nice, actually. Maybe I'll go with that. Is there a door that kind of has that color scheme too? Let's look under base game and we'll see here, because there's this one, but that's not really right either. We could also do like this. That's kind of cute, a little pop of green. It doesn't match the windows very much, but I could also do this instead, where this little bit of trim here inside the window matches instead, which honestly I think looks really nice. So let's do that. Let's see, I'm gonna do maybe a window there. And I try to not do too many windows in these trailer homes either. It's something that you don't see a lot of, is like a ton of windows. I will have to probably replace some windows because of the kitchens. That's one thing I didn't really think about too much, was the kitchen setups. Oh, I just heard a little yap, a little bark. If y'all don't know, my parents, not my parents, what am I saying? My partner's parents, they got a puppy, and her name is Ginger. She's very cute. She is definitely a puppy, so she's very excitable and very bitey right now, and it's very cute. Ooh, something I didn't really think of is I really wanted to put like a back door where the dining spaces are, and so let's backtrack really fast. And I want to do some slidey doors. I don't know if I want to do that one or if I just want to use the other one from the base game. I tend to always gravitate towards base game items when I'm building trailer homes, because there's something about the styles that they used in the base game that just kind of lend itself well for what I'm going for. Is there like this blue? I think there is, actually. If not, we can probably find something else that works. It doesn't look like it, but that kind of works. I'm not mad at that. And then there's not really a lot of room, like as in there's no room for this. So I may have to move this particular trailer like one tile just like up like to here, just like a little tiny bit, so that there's just enough space so I can do this, because I feel like they need to have like a little bit of a back porch. And then let me grab that foundation from up front here. We'll do that. Has there been any other video games y'all have been into lately? Let me know in the comments. I've been, obviously I got into House Flipper Remastered, which it's very pretty. It's basically the same game, but they have added new features. They've kind of refreshed some old features. They remastered the graphics too. So it's absolutely beautiful, but I'm very excited to explore it some more. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those videos too. But do I want to put a back porch as well for here? I feel like that's a yes. And I think there is like a light color. I mean, that's not the same, but it kind of matches that. I don't really like that, actually. I don't like that these windows just aren't working. Oh, it bothers me so much. I'm so weird about things matching, like so weird. But, at a certain point, I have to just move on. And so, yeah, we'll do that. And then do I want to do the same size? I mean, I think that's actually quite fine. Obviously, I'll use different colors and, flooring and stuff here. We'll do this. And then I'm going to use this. Oh, do I want to change the fence? I kind of like the fence being like maybe a little bit of a lighter color, because we could do something like this, or, ooh, there's that one too. That one's kind of nice. It adds a little bit of the white as well. Let's do that. Why not? It's nice to use something a little different, I guess. And then for the staircases here, I think I'll just have to use this one again because it has a matching color to that. And ooh, that looks so weirdly narrow. Honestly, that's so narrow right there because of these posts, but that's fine. We can work with it. Let's see, we'll do maybe that. That looks better. Yeah, that looks so much better, actually. It's the same, but different. And then we can copy and paste. And I'm just going to do like this here. Basically the same thing as the other one. I will be putting fences kind of separating these, probably taller privacy fences, and I probably will do some adjusting to like the placements as well. So, you know, the placements are not final here, but I think that looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and I'll grab this over here. What am I doing? Let's grab this here so I can just kind of easily place it down. We'll do that, and then we'll just fix that there. We will do the same process earlier. We'll build a ceiling, and then we can also just kind of do this, copy this room here. How does it look now? I think I want this one to be a white trim instead. I feel like that would just look better. It kind of works with the fence a little bit more. And then do we have anything that works with this? I mean, we can just use this one from the base game, I think. That is not the right color. It's like so slightly different, and I can't do that. Let's see. I mean, we do also have this as well, which is not really something you would see on a trailer. It's something that fancy, but yeah, no. When in Rome, why not? Maybe it's just composite. I don't know. It looks pretty nice from here. And I think we do need a thicker trim. I'm pretty sure I can maybe use something like this one, or maybe even this one. What does that look like? Oh, that one looks pretty good. Do we like that? I don't know if I like this, actually. Like, I don't really like these columns. I don't think I like the fence. It just looks a little too out there. I kind of just want to do white. I feel like the white just works with the actual like house itself because it works with the windows. You know what I mean? So did I just use that over here? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes? No? Maybe? I did. Of course I did. Which, you know, that's also fine too. You know, I'm using the same, you know, same if not different things. Same if not different. Okay, I'm just going to stop talking. But no, that kind of helps with the cohesiveness, I think, with these trailers. You know, it kind of makes them all look kind of the same, you know, in a way. Like they're still different from each other, but they're similar enough that they're, you know, they work together too. So do I want to add spandrels to these as well? I don't know if that would look that nice. I feel like that's a little too much detail. I want it to be very simple. So I think those look pretty good to me. The back porches, I'm just not going to put an awning on. I don't know why. I feel like that just looks kind of realistic. This one, I'm definitely going to change the fence to be just white. Oh, see, at this point, if I'm doing it for these two, I have to use it for this one as well. It just feels wrong. You know what I mean? So that doesn't look bad, actually. I quite like the way it looks with the white. I mean, maybe we can change the swatch on this to also be white as well. There is like a really bright white. Well, that's not really a bright white. That's a little bit more of an off-white, but we can also do this, you know, that way there is a little bit of difference in the colors. You know, it actually looks quite nice. I'm kind of here for it. The flooring will stay the same, of course. I think I'll just grab this here, and then we'll do that. That works pretty well. And then we'll do just like this. We'll build the ceiling. We'll place down a room, you know, the drill. It's just kind of the repetitive little building bits and bobs that we have to do with these builds. I am going to use maybe just like this trim here, and then we'll go ahead and copy this roofing over and just do like this. What do we think of that? That looks pretty nice. And we'll go ahead. Oh, I didn't even pick out the flooring and the wallpapers for this trailer yet. Okay, I'll do this with the lighting in this one, and then we'll backtrack. Can you tell I have ADHD? Sometimes it's just I zoom along and I just don't pay attention. So yeah, but let's move back to what we were doing before. So for the flooring, part of me does want to use this again, just because I feel like that would help them all look the same too, is if I used this flooring in the rooms like so. Now for the bathrooms, I do think I want to go with something a little different for these. I don't know if I want to use tile. You know, a basic tile, like a white tile, actually looks quite nice for these bathrooms here. I just put them in the wrong room. It's supposed to be these. And then that, actually I kind of like that. And then for the carpets, this is the blue trailer. So maybe I don't know, maybe a nice like light gray. Do we have a simple light gray? We have this one that's kind of like a cool toned gray. I kind of like that. That looks pretty good. And then we got to pick out like the doors and the windows too. Let's see. And we'll pick out the wallpapers here for this one. So, I mean, I guess I could just go with simple like paint and trim like I did with the previous one, but I also kind of want to use this wainscoting from the Parenthood game pack. Yes. I don't know if that really works with this flooring, but I do kind of like it. There's also a blue one. That looks quite pretty. I don't know if I like it with the green on this door, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. It's kind of colorful. We'll do that in the kitchen as well. And then these little hallways, of course. And then I know that in Parenthood, they have these as well, which would look quite nice, actually. It's kind of very matchy, but I really like that. And then I think the bedrooms, we can just go in with some simple wallpaper here. I'm kind of just making some fairly generic choices with these homes at first, just because, you know, I can customize them later on, you know, as I see fit. But I think that looks quite nice, actually. And then for the doors and like arches and such, I think I'm going to use the same door from the previous house, the basic. We'll just do like this and then that. I don't love placing doors like this, but alas, you kind of have to in these kinds of homes because there's just not really that much space to begin with. And then I just need an archway here. I don't know, then maybe just this plain one will do. I don't really love it, but that'll do. Let's see. I don't want like a crazy big archway for this one. This one's perfect. We'll just do that one there. All right. So this one's pretty much taken care of. We'll move on to this house. And so I don't know if I want to use the same kind of set. I mean, I might as well use the same front door because, you know, I did for these two. I might as well use it for this one. Let's see. What would be a fun one? I mean, we could go with pink. I kind of like the pink. That's kind of charming. And then maybe we can go with this window again. There is pink in there as well. I don't know if this is a good idea, but at the same time, I really like it. I think we're going to go with the pink. The green and the pink is actually kind of a fun combo. And, you know, maybe this is a bit more of a quirky sim that lives here. So why not? And then we'll just kind of add windows where it feels right. Let's see, something kind of like that. You know me, I like the color pink, so I'm not like opposed to this at all. And then let me just copy this over, I think. You could almost make that rhyme. And I'm just gonna fix that. We'll grab the staircase here, just like so. All right. And then we'll use the same sliding door here, but we'll make sure to use it in a different swatch. I think that one works pretty well, but I may just end up going with the white one just to kind of keep it simple. And I kind of want to go with the quirky vibe when it comes to the wallpaper here. Like, you know, we got the pink and the green. We might as well just kind of go in. I still want to keep it like it looks like this over here, but I don't know. This is kind of cute. I like this because it has like a cool tone and this is like a neutral white. So I might use that for the main like rooms of the house. Keep it pretty plain. And then perhaps, you know, the rest of the rooms can be just like kind of light, kind of pink, purple, peach kind of colors. There's a lot of bedrooms here. Is there 4 bedrooms in this house? There is 4 bedrooms in this one. Okay, cool. Big family. This will be just like neutral. And then maybe we'll do like a kind of cute little nursery or something. And then this one maybe can be yellow. That's really cute. And then I'll probably just wind up using this tile, which I don't know though. I kind of want the tile to be quite fun. But yeah, how I'm listening to music whilst I am building here. And I've got a little headphone in, as you can see on my left side. That's usually what I do. I put a headphone on the left if I just want one. I don't know if that's weird, but I feel like the hearing in my left ear isn't as good, but I think we'll go with the pink tile there. Is that? No, that doesn't really match. I want it to be like very subtle pink accents in here. That would be kind of nice. That kind of works more actually. And then it just kind of looks a little dated. I don't want it to look too dated. I want this to kind of feel like sort of a newer trailer home. We could just do white. That's quite nice. I'm probably going to be changing this anyways. But for the flooring, I'm going to grab that flooring once again. I really like it, but I think I want to go with like a lighter color for this house. Or do I just want to go with like carpet? I kind of want to just do carpet. We could just do like a very like nice, simple carpet like this one. The beige is fine, but I really like the white carpet. There's something about it. I think that'll be kind of nice to do like lots of like white and then put like fun like pastels in here. I don't know, a nice pastel themed little trailer would be quite fun. But I mean, we could just do that for the bedrooms as well. Yeah, and then the kitchen, I'll make it all tile. I don't want to use this pink tile, but I mean, maybe I can do a linoleum. I wish we had more linoleum. We really don't have very much in this game, do we? And I don't know why this is considered linoleum. It's definitely not, but I mean, it's kind of nice. Oh, that's kind of nice. What music have y'all been into? Of course, I am listening to, as you can see, Ryan Beatty again. I can't stop listening to him. He has such a lovely voice, and it's really rare that I find a male artist that I really like. It's so rare. Like, I have a few that I really love, but his music just really has captured me. Like, I don't know. It's just nice. He has a nice voice, and, he just has a really nice style, which is something that I like. It's not country, but it's got a little bit of something. It's got a little bit of that sauce that country can sometimes have. And, I think that's why I like it. I also really like Orville Peck. I've been listening to him here and there lately. I mean, that's a man right there. But there we go. I like this house. I like how these two seem pretty like normal houses, quote unquote, and then this one's really different. That's quite nice. All right, so we got the base done for the trailers. Basically, we've got floor plans, lights, floor wallpaper, all the good jazz. So they're ready to furnish, ready to go, but I think we'll move outside and we're going to focus on kind of getting the decor outside set up, because I don't really want to overdo it, because I looked at some trailer parks near where I grew up and they're not like overly done by any means. They're fairly, clear. I may have to reposition this lot just like one tile over like so, just so there is enough room to put a proper fence around this. I'm going to use, I think, this one. I don't know. I definitely want it to be back here, because like I can imagine that maybe this is like a public like hiking trail. That's what kind of gives me that vibe. So I want to make sure they have plenty of their own space. That's a lot of space for a backyard. I mean, that's kind of nice, actually. So I'm just going to kind of, I think, do this, just figure out, like, I want it to be, like, one tile away from that. And then I think I'm going to do, like, maybe to there. Do we want to do it like that? I don't know. I'm just going to place it down, and we'll figure that out later. But, yeah, let's see. We'll put that there. Oop, there we go. Ooh, that is really nice. I can imagine putting, like a pool, or maybe like a little like swing set or something back here. And I think I'm just going to have it like stop here on this trailer. Yeah, that's nice. That's a lot of space. Like, wow, imagine having that much space, but that's nice, Let's see. I think I want it to be like this. With the trail, what am I saying? With the fence, that way that it's a bit more separate like that there. And then we'll do the same here, and then we'll do this as well on this side. All of my choices are not really based off of realism all the time, so just bear with me on that. What do we think of that? I think that looks quite nice. And then obviously, I usually don't do like areas for driveways in a lot of my builds anymore. Oh wow, Logical Sims has some really good terrain paints, like floor. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's fantastic, actually. I'm so excited for that. But I usually don't anymore, but I think it's very appropriate for this space because there's literally a road right here. It does kind of work with the vibes. So I guess I'll just give each little spot, little plot its own little parking spot, and they'll get like 2. So I think what I'll do to start that off is maybe we can get, I was going to do like this little fence, I think. Would this work? I think this would work, especially with the fence that we already have. And I'm going to do like that. Sure, that works. And we can maybe place it like here for this house. It's not like perfectly symmetrical or like laid out perfect, but it does the job. I like that. And then, so if you have the Better Build Buy mod, you'll be able to click transportation and then enable live edit, and then you'll see all these cars, but you normally have to type in a cheat, the bb.show hidden objects and bb.show live edit objects. Better Build Buy means you don't have to do that. It's so convenient, honestly. I guess we can go ahead and put down the cars. Sure. I think I want to just do like some basic cars. I feel like for the quirky house, we've got to do like the green truck, or do I want to do the orange truck? I like the orange truck a lot, but I think the green truck, and then we'll do maybe this car maybe, or do we want to do the yellow? I feel like the yellow is really cute. And then for over here, we can probably just do, I don't know, maybe the dad has like a nice car, like this one of these like sporty cars kind of situations. And then we can also just put like a normal little sedan here too. That's not a sedan. That's a sports car. That's the opposite. That's a coupe. Do we even have like a quote unquote sedan? We don't really. That's a coupe, I guess. What's the difference? Let me know. I think that is what that is a coupe. But let's see. We don't really have anything. We could just do something like this. I actually like that. Like maybe the mom has like a practical car, and then the dad has just like a nice sports car. Maybe he had it since before he had kids and he's just taking care of it, but they usually use this car. And then let's do a black truck over here. I like this one. And maybe just like this old car too. Why not? There we go. And then I do want to go ahead and grab the terrain paint here. Let's see. Do I want it to be kind of like a gravel like this? I feel like that makes the most sense, especially for the desert. It's like the right color too. Just gonna lower the softness here. And then we can just kind of, I don't know, figure something out with it. I feel like I'm so bad with terrain paint. Like I really don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna like fill it in and then erase away what I don't want. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, we'll just do this. And then I'm going to go in with a softer brush and we'll make it quite small like this. And then I'm just going to kind of erase it away so it doesn't look so like, I don't know, sudden, if that makes sense. Like I want to kind of soften it a little bit. I feel like I need to use a round brush for that instead. And then I'll probably go over it with something else too. This is just the first little spot that I wanted to do this with. So I took a break earlier and I had some lunch with my partner and we were just watching, is it The Ugliest House in America on Hulu? And I don't know, it's just really funny. Honestly, it was really, really funny. Because like there was a couple houses that we saw that were really fun. And I was like, wow, this is, there was like one house had a lot of dragons. I was like, I love this house. Honestly, it's really bad and just needs some love. I love this couple. And then the second house was just horrible. Like, ew, it was like so many bad decisions. And then the third house wasn't even really that bad. It was just very gaudy and extra. And I was like, this house doesn't need fixing. If they can afford this house, they can afford to get it fixed. So I was like, which, I guess if anybody can afford a house, then they can afford to get it fixed too. So, but what do we think of that so far? Does that look pretty good? I will obviously be adding in some landscaping as well, but I think that's what we'll go ahead and we'll do next. Let's save the game, There's no issue in saving too many times in The Sims. So, if you can, you might as well just go ahead and save your game. But let me go ahead and let's just figure out landscaping for the desert. Obviously, we have like this kind of grouping of plants. We'll use that like crazy too. It is called a mesquite tree, this one. And I think it would be best to maybe like put one like right here. We can also like resize them with tool and just with like in-game stuff as well. Maybe I'll just put one like right here. Obviously like this area needs to be like open enough. I don't know what I'm going to do with the pathway to the front door there. We'll see. It might just be case by case. But then back here, we can definitely put some of these trees. I'm going to use tool to enlarge it because if I do it with just like the right bracket key, it will make it way too big. And so I want to just like make sure the trees aren't like crazy big. We'll even do that. And then maybe this one can be like 1.5 or maybe 1.4 size, just a little bit bigger. And we can just put it like right here. I feel like that's a good balance of trees. You know, I kind of want maybe some different ones. Is there any other trees around here at all? I don't think so. Like, I just see those mesquite trees. So I guess we'll just throw in some more of the shrubs, like the big bushes. I'm going to filter by base game so I can just kind of single out these items a little bit more. Let's see. I think it's this one that I'm seeing. Yeah, we can just do that. My phone just started ringing and I could hear it in my ear and it threw me off because, you know, I haven't heard my ringtone in a minute, but it was just one of those scam calls, you know. I think I put a bush there too. Don't you just hate those? Just like, what the heck? What's the point? You know, do people really fall for these? And the answer is yes, unfortunately, they do, which is a shame, honestly. Like, what the heck? I mean, I guess if you're a fool enough to be fooled by them, you know. We'll do a really big tree, like right here. I feel like that looks quite nice. Yeah, maybe we should call this like, well, I was going to call it the Desert Bloom Trailer Park. I feel like that is a pretty good name, actually. Should I put like a fence here? I feel like we should do some different fences, maybe like these. We could do like this here. I kind of like that, actually. That's quite nice. And we could even do it over here too, honestly. I'm just going to move this for a sec. Maybe I can do something like this. That's quite cute. I like that a lot more, actually. And then maybe we can put the mailboxes. I'll go ahead and do that. Now, I will say I don't know if these mailboxes are going to function the same way because I feel like they won't. But I'm just going to place them down for decor purposes anyways, because at the end of the day, most likely, since the ability to use this as like a proper like dwelling is you'll need to make this into like 3 separate units. And then you can obviously like go in and then place this down and that'll be perfect for it. But, you know, it's just cuter whenever it's like their own mailboxes, you know, it's all about the aesthetic. That's just what I'm doing for now. And then for the rest of it, we do need to go in with like grass and just like some, ooh, there's even lavender. Oh, heck yes. We are doing lavender. I mean, it's there, so we might as well. There's not a fence here, but I think I'm going to leave it open. Also, for some reason, there's some sand sculptures over here. I find that to be quite charming. But let's see. We've got some of this like dead looking, like maybe it's not dead, but it's just this grass here from the base game live edit objects. So we'll place that down in some areas here, I think. We don't want to place it too close to the trailers because I know that in the desert, that's like a big no-no is having like a bunch of like plants and like landscaping like right next to your house, because if they dry out, then that is like basically tinder for fires. So we're not gonna do that, even though that doesn't really happen in The Sims, but you know, it's just like nice to kind of think about that kind of stuff in the game. If you want to represent realism, do it right, you know? So I'll do something like that there. And then we got these lavender. Is this the same lavender? I think it is. And then we can just put that in a few spots, not everywhere, but you know, I want there to be some lavender here and there. Just little pops of lavender. Like right here would be really cute. Maybe like some just like along this little fence bit here. Actually, that would look so cute on both sides. And then we'll get rid of this one just for that. Oh, that's so lovely. I think that's so cute. That adds such a nice little bit of charm here. And it's making me want to put a fence over here too with this. So I'm going to do that really quickly here. It's really just like a nice little visual kind of bit of separation here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing over here. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not worried about it being like perfect there, but how charming is that? I love the little bits of the purple. That's very lovely. We do need some rocks too. So you can see we just have like these rocks for the most part. So we'll just kind of throw those down. We'll just kind of maybe put them in a few spots. I might shrink them down a little bit like that. And then like this one can be shrunk down. I'll put it like that. And then we'll just put maybe a few over here. Some in their backyards too. Maybe just like, I don't know, like this. I feel like I need to put a bush here as well, like a big bush. Yeah. And really what I'm doing is like, I'm just kind of trying to zoom out and be like, okay, is the landscaping balanced? I think it is. I do want to add in some of those aloe vera plants. They actually were live edit, but now they're actually a plant in the game, which I think is really, really fun. How would it look if I did that? I think that looks very lovely, actually. We just put like a couple in between some of these lavender bushes. Lavender being in the desert, I don't know how accurate that is, but I like it. I think for this house, I just instinctually want to do this and then put a gate for their front little space here. I don't know why. Ooh, this actually fits this so well. I quite like that. That's a custom content one. Oh, there's even this. Love that. I want to just do something like that there. That's quite nice. I am going to go ahead and add these fence gates where they need to be just for this lot in general. Maybe I can do like something like this here. I feel like that will clip inside, so I'll do it on the edge there. There we go. That's nice. I feel like they also need trash cans out here too. I always really want to use just like this one from Get Together. There's just something about it that I really like. We don't have to use it with everyone though. We can also just go with some, really basic ones like this one. This one just looks like it's supplied by the city or something. We'll do maybe just the standard black. And then maybe with this house, we'll do this one because it's just nicer because we've got some fun colors with it, like this little bit of a pinky color. And then we can do just like these for this house. Yeah, that's super cute. Maybe with the little pathways here, I'll just use some terrain paint and we'll go in with like this. And then we'll just kind of like add a little bit of a pathway. I quite like that actually. And then we'll just start from here. I'm doing it on a low opacity and just very slowly doing it here. Yeah. I really like this layout so far. It's very simple, very like matchy, but like they still feel different enough, Ooh, I think something that would add some realism is like these little HVAC units. Do I want to put it there? I think I want to put it here and then maybe put the trash can like, I don't know, there. I don't know. I feel like that does look kind of weird, doesn't it? I mean, if I do that, I feel like I would need to move these back a little bit. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe just put this like here. Maybe just put it in the middle. I don't know if I even like that there, to be honest. Like, I kind of want to put it like out of sight, just like back here in this little corner. Because I do want this added for all these trailers because some nicer trailers have like central air and stuff. The one that I grew up in did not. So, okay, I like that. That looks very, very nice. And I will also add in some like lighting, I think, too, out here. More like lighting that goes with the whole lot, not just for each house. Like I kind of want to use this one. This is from Outdoor Retreat, but I feel like it would fit really well here. Ooh, I like this one. And we can just put this like so, just kind of like on the ends here where the fence goes. I don't know if this is going to line up with this one, but it's kind of obscured by a tree. So I might just do it like right here, as long as it kind of lines up. Yeah, we'll do it like there. And then maybe we can just like, well, that's kind of in the way of this car, even though they don't really work in the game. It's just about the vibe. I think that's fine. What do we think of that? Oh, well, that's also, well, no, that's not in the way. So maybe I can just put this here. Then let's do this here. See, that looks really, really good here. All right. I think I'm going to save. And I think the next step for building these trailer homes is I'm going to kind of just do like the fixtures first and foremost. I've been really liking doing that process. Basically, we're just going to place down the appliances, the sink, the counters, the bathroom fixtures, that kind of stuff. We probably are going to be using a lot of just basic furniture for these two. Oh, see, Illogical Sims created these little half counters, so you don't have to like, I don't know, there's just like more functionality with that. I love that. I think this might be the one I use, unless we want to go a little nicer and use this one. Oh, I do quite like this one a lot. It's very nice and clean looking and just like new. They also made an island because you can see here, if I place down the island that comes with it, the doors are on the outside, which does not make sense to me in any capacity. This actually has it on the right side, which I'm like, what was that about? What is that about? Maybe I can do a different color, something a little lighter, or I can do maybe like this kind of gray blue kind of color. I think that works better because I feel like the two different wood tones weren't matching. This feels pretty nice. Where would I put the sink? I think the stove is going to go over here, even though I know y'all are going to be like, that's not where it goes. Listen, that's real life. Maybe we can do like a nicer refrigerator like this one. That's like, I don't see, can you see that? There's like weird artifacts with the color there. If it was just like a simple white, you don't even see it with the other swatches with the magnets. It's only that one that's weird. Maybe we'll just do this one then. What do we think of that? Actually, you know what? Well, no, these are trailers. We need to keep it simple. We'll just do that one. That's more like it. Maybe we'll do it here then. That just works better. I'm just talking for talking's sake. But then the sink will have to go maybe here. I don't like that. So I guess we will be replacing these windows after all. They're going to have a lot of counter space though. Very nice amount of counter space. You know, that's a very nice kitchen actually. We will have to add in some windows. Maybe we'll just, for this, I mean, we could just do this window, but that doesn't match the other windows. This one kind of does. It's a little smaller. It's good enough. I don't love it, but I just need a window to go above the sink. That's just such a big pet peeve of mine. Whenever there's not a a window above the sink. Yes. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I mean, I guess it's not weird. That's a pretty normal thing to want. But we'll just put in some nice cabinets, of course. Do a little end piece here. And then we'll do this just like so. You know what? That's a pretty dang nice kitchen for a trailer. And then we've got some bathrooms here. I kind of want to redo the tiling and stuff. I kind of want to make it a little bit cleaner like this one. I just think that makes a little bit more sense because it just looks newer, you know? And same with the tiling on the wall. I think I want to go with maybe like one of these. Like we could do the gray. We could just do this basic white, which honestly looks pretty nice for like a pre-manufactured house. And then let me just do like a wall of tile back here. Is that okay? Is that all right? I think I like it. It does look quite nice. And then we'll we're not redoing anything. I'm going to place down the toilets and the works. So I like using this toilet a lot. It's literally just called John. It's the basic toilet in the game. And then I do want to do some counters. Do I want to use this one from A Winged Llama's Nostalgia Living? Is it that? I don't remember. It's the bathroom set that they have. I don't know. I like it, but it is a little more vintage looking. It would probably be better to just do something like this counter just to keep it real simple. And I see how it kind of goes into the wall. I'm going to use move objects and alt so that I can kind of pull it out a little bit there. Do I want to use this sink? I feel like the other sinks don't look like a bathroom sink. Like that one is okay, but ooh, that one's kind of nice. This is from the set by A Winged Llama. I mean, that's kind of cute. I might just use that one. We can even do like that. That's quite nice. I'll go ahead and put in the holders. Yes, you see Wicked items. This is not from Wicked Whims though, unfortunately. It is actually Wonderful Whims. So I just have that in my game just to add a little bit of extra reality and realism. I like it. Oh, this is by Illogical Sims. That's so good. It's like this one, but yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. It's nice though. I like that a lot. I'll do that one since it's a little bit brighter. And then we can even go in with why is this called Digital World? That's so funny. We can even add in the tiling like that so it matches. Oh, hey, that is so nice. Yeah. And I'll most likely just be doing the same exact thing on the other side too in this other bathroom because, you know, there's not really like usually a ton of variation in the houses. What I might do, since this is an ensuite, what we might do here is I can even use this item. So you do have to have CC for these items, but it's not like so like specific that you just can't just use in-game items already, you know what I mean? So I'm not like super concerned about it. I do want to use that same sink again because that is pretty stinking cute. It just looks like a bathroom sink and I like it. And we'll put in the toilet roll because I feel like that is usually built into the house. So we'll do that real quick here. We'll put it like there. And there's the bathrooms and the kitchen in that house. And then You know what's funny? I am actually listening to Casey Musgraves now, and it just started playing Middle of Nowhere, and I'm like, how fitting. This house is probably going to be quite similar to the previous one, because obviously it looks like it will be, but I think I will go a little different with the counters. Like maybe we'll go with like something like this or this one. Ooh, no. What about the gray? No, I don't like that. There's also this blue. I just feel like I want something that goes with this. You know what I mean? So let's see. I mean, we might just have to use this one. After all, there is a blue. We could also do black. You know, that's kind of fun. I mean, this also kind of works too, that light wood. I don't know if I like it though. I'm not sure yet. Or what I can do is just do the whole room in this tile. That's not like super far-fetched, and then any cabinets that I do use will work pretty well, because I really do want to use these. Maybe I can just use this like white one. I don't really use the Parenthood stuff very much, so I feel like this would look really nice. Can we just ignore the way that they clip over the windows, because I really just want to use those. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then the refrigerator, there's actually a built-in one that goes with this set, which is really nice. It's this one. It's a little fancy, but I think it looks pretty good. Let's see. There's actually several colors too. I kind of just want something kind of basic. We could just do the gray, I guess. I mean, is that too fancy for this space? I don't know. Then again, we do have the tile, which is very nice. Maybe this is a little bit more of an expensive trailer, you know? They paid a little bit more for this one because it's just a little bit nicer. See, they have this built in, but then the cabinets clip with it. That just bothers me a lot. So that looks pretty good. Maybe we can even put like a wall here. Ooh, that doesn't look good either. Oh gosh. Let's see, maybe if I do this here. Actually, that's not a bad thing. If I move this over, it won't look so bad. What do we think of that? That's kind of a lot, but I really like it. I don't know. Lonely with a capital H, if you know what I mean. Wow, Casey, you really did that. I love this album. It's really good. I think my favorite Casey Musgraves album simply has to be Deeper Well. I love that album. It is so good to me, but this is a really fun album. I think it's so like quippy and nice. Let's see. I think there's a swatch. Yes. Nice fancy little sink, and then we'll do the matching stove as well. I think it's just going to be gray. You know, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. That's a kitchen that I haven't really done in a while. And then we have the bathrooms here. Maybe we can use this one from Parenthood just because it kind of goes with everything else. And then we'll use just like the standard toilet. Should I move this window to like here? I feel like I'll have to reposition the windows on the other ends just so that it makes sense. But I feel like that won't be a bad thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because I want to move this over a little bit to there so that I can do like a nice sink here. Let's see, what counter shall I use in here? I think I want maybe just this one. Again, keep it simple and straightforward. Put that there. Oh, that's a little close, isn't it? Maybe we can't do that. Maybe we'll just do that. You know what? That's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. We'll do that there. And then I think I'll use this sink again. It's just so cute. I really like it. And then we have this bedroom or bathroom once again over here. I may change the colors once I get to furnishing these spaces. But that's just, it's mainly just kind of like a placeholder. I think, you know, we're designing these and we haven't moved anybody in yet. We're designing them for selling. You know, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We'll grab the sink, and it's basically a mirror like image of this. Like, honestly, I feel like this house is just like, besides this little bit being a little different, it's fairly balanced, which I really like. I kind of want to change the floor in this house. I don't know if I like this anymore, for this one at least. Like, I kind of want it to be a little bit lighter, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this color. Do we like that a little bit more? I think I do. It's just a little bit more like, it just adds some variety, you know? And then we have the quirky house, which honestly, I'm so excited to furnish. I didn't add an archway. I almost forgot that. So let's see. I'm just going to do this one here. This is CC, but it's kind of necessary. I like it. It's much better. Maybe I should use like these. Maybe this house is a little bit more dated. I feel like that fits the vibe. Or I could go in with something that's like this one even. A little bit more, you know, a little bit more mid-century looking, but I don't know. I'm really liking this one a lot. We'll do like this refrigerator here. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and pick out the furniture like in a quirky way. Maybe we'll do the pink refrigerator. I think that's really, really cute. Then we'll do the stove, I think here. Maybe we'll do like the mint. That's always a fun one to use with that. This is a little bit more vintage, and you know, I like that a lot. So do we do something like that? I don't know if I like it. This is just my bad habits coming out, is that I will place something down, be fully convinced I like it, and then after I'm finished, I'm like, yeah, I want to change it all. So we're going to do this one instead. I think this one's more the vibe that I'm going for. Yeah, I like that. It matches the exterior a little bit too. And I think I do like that layout though, just to kind of change it up a little bit. We'll do the sink there and then the stove here. What kind of stove should I use? You know, it'd be kind of nice to use something nice-ish, but maybe we'll just use this one. And we'll go in with should I do mismatched? No. Well, we're keeping it simple like this. Yeah, I'm just placing down the cabinets just the typical way, like so. I feel like, see, that bothers me so much. I wish that's one thing they would fix, is the cabinets and the refrigerators, and just, oof. Because like this refrigerator fits. Like, why does that one fit? And this one does too, but none of the others do. Literally. Oh, that one does too. But like none of the actual refrigerators that you're usually going to use fit well. You know, it's very frustrating. But I'm just going to go ahead and add like a little cabinet here too. That's a really wide kitchen, like really long. I really like it. I'm thinking we will maybe even add a little bit of an island. I'll use the fixed version by Logical Sims, of course. I think I might just do like, let's see, like something like this, maybe just a small one. I like that a lot. And then there's still enough room for a little table over here as well. I'll probably do this too with the lighting. Oh, and I haven't placed any range hoods. I feel like I need to place some range hoods as well. Probably just this one from Home Chef Hustle, because there's just like a really basic swatch, and that's going to work with, I think, all of them. So I'm going to use that in all of these houses. Okay. And then we do need to pick out the bathroom stuff. It's lots of pink and white, which I like for this one at least. I think I'm going to redo the window placements on this house as well, just so that I can place down things a little bit more even, I guess. But we'll do that there. And then, you know, just the same thing as we did earlier. I want something different though for the counters. Maybe we'll use these. All the blue and the pink. That's a really great combination, honestly. And then we need a shower tub combo as well. We could go with this one. It's a little bit more vintage looking, but I feel like that's not really the vibe. So we'll use this one from a Wigan Llama or Illogical Sims. We'll place that down there, and we'll use that in both of the bathrooms as well, I think. The bathrooms are basically going to be identical to each other just because, you know, it makes more sense, I guess. I might change the colors, though, for that other one. Okay, so we've got the kitchens and the bathrooms placed. What I might do, actually, is I think I will upload a version of this to the gallery that is unfurnished, and then I will also do a version that is furnished. So yeah, I'm gonna do that really quickly, rest my voice, and then we'll start the furnishing. That was such a journey, y'all. Wow, all of my terrain paint's gone. Great, even better. Oh my gosh, I need a rant. So unfortunately, I went to save my game right after I stopped recording just a few minutes ago. No. A second for you, 20 minutes to maybe 30 minutes for me. Went to save, and then it got stuck on a never-ending save loop. And as you can see, all my terrain paint's gone too, just to add on to that. I had to redo the kitchens and the bathrooms in 2 of the trailers. For some reason, one of them saved. I guess I saved before or after that. So yeah, great. Love to see it. It's so fun. This game is great. You know, fantastic. You know, I hate having to do something twice. And so I'm just going to do my best. But in the meantime, I found a little playlist on YouTube just because I've done this a few times before. If you just look up like 90s auntie like witchy playlist or something, you'll find some really good ones. There's some with lots of Fleetwood Mac, of course, but just like a lot of like really good whimsical, whimsy goth music. And that's what I'm listening to right now, just to kind of make me feel a little bit better, because that was just a whole ordeal. Like, what the heck? Why? Ugh. And like having to redo terrain paint is just not fun. But maybe that looks better. Maybe that's a little less intense. But anyways, so if they do look a little bit different, you know, the kitchens and stuff, that's why. This one I know is different. I didn't put range hoods, but you know, if they look a tad bit different, or if I used different things, that's why. Because at this point now, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to think about these kitchens ever again. Let's just start with the whimsical pastel trailer, because I just need something to give me some quirky vibes to get me through that. I kind of want to low-key use this couch. I don't know why, but it's calling my name today. Like, that's so fun, but also that one is really cute. There's a lot of swatches on this that I just, you know, don't know much about because I don't really use it very much, but that's really cute. Should I put the TV here? I feel like that's a good spot. Like, it'd be kind of cool to do like a built-in moment, honestly. Like something like this one, maybe, you know, lots of like lighter colors and stuff, you know. Maybe not that one. That one's a little too dark. You could just go with the white one. And then if we find like a nice like accent table, we can put the TV on it. Oh, I kind of like this. That's really, really cute. Oh, I really want to use this. Oh, that's so cute. That teal with the pink. I think we need to change the wallpaper in here. This is too simple for this room. Honestly, this pink, I'm loving it. And let's see. I want something maybe like this. Ooh, that actually looks really cute. I like that color with all that. Do I want to use this rug? I feel like this is not really the right rug. That one's kind of pretty, but I want something with a little bit more pattern. Oh, can we use the fish one? I low-key really like that. We could lean a little less whimsical and a little bit more like pastel and kind of poppy. Maybe a bit more on the modern-ish side, you know? Modern as in current, not really modern as in like mid-century. Ooh, this is a fun one. I think that kind of goes with the vibes. I don't know. I'm just so torn. I really like this combo though. I love this music. You know, I want to be a whimsical auntie in the 90s and just, I don't know, do people's tarot reads and, I don't know, do palm readings and just, you know, that's how I live. You know what I mean? I'm kind of liking this yellow too, but this is just, I don't know. I don't care if it doesn't really make sense, but I like it. I would like a nice little bookshelf, and I know there is like a teal one like this. I kind of like all the teal. Put a nice TV right there. I mean, we could also put it like here and it would work just as well, honestly. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit more. And then this can just kind of, I don't know, live on the side here. And then I do want a love seat or a chair or something on this side. Oh my gosh, this one might be the one. Oh, that's actually so fun. We're just going with fun vibes. It doesn't need to make sense at all. I really like this table a lot. There's like that color. There's also like orangey. I like the orangey one more. And then, ooh, this little pink one. Oh, see, that's really cute to me. And then I do want to find some throw pillows. There's already a few on this one, so I don't have to do a lot, but I do want to put a few more. Maybe this like, what is it? This purpley one. This one would look really cute right here. This one is like so perfectly matching. I don't want to use it. Would this blue look good? No. Maybe we'll just do yellow. You can never go wrong with that. Do like a yellow and purple moment. And then over here, I definitely want to do yellow as like the main little pillow. That really works with the rug nicely. But then maybe we can do like a light green or maybe this teal one. It's kind of cute. And then maybe like a purple as well. That's pretty cute. I don't know if I like this color though. Maybe the orange is better. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going for other than just a little bit of quirky, you know? Ooh, this is cute. Oh, I think that's perfectly right. That's perfectly fitting right there. I think we need to get rid of one of these windows. I think it's just one too many windows here. It's only 2 window like spaces technically for this house, but maybe we can move the door down a little bit and then we can put one like right here. I just feel like it's weird. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. Maybe I just need to do this instead. Oh, I don't like that though. Maybe I can just make this a little bigger. I'm so weird about stuff. Like, I just need things to be like very nitpicky and specific whenever I'm building. That's actually really cute. That makes it much better. Let's see. This curtain fits perfectly here. There is like a yellow, which I think is really, really cute. Just need to adjust the pillows there. And then I guess we can find like a little plant or something to go on the coffee table here. Ooh, I feel like one of these is perfect. The little succulent, things that's like a dog. That's so cute right there, honestly. I feel like I can maybe put this here and then put another one here as well. It's just a little bit dark. I feel like that helps the room a lot. What can I put on this wall? Maybe this wall can have like a desk. I feel like that would be really useful for this house. Oh my gosh, dare I do another bit of teal furniture? I kind of like it. I don't like that there's stuff back here, but we can just ignore that, honestly. I do have a computer that is custom content by Max20, and it's just an old-fashioned computer. This is what I would need in this game so bad. It's so perfect. I love it so much. I think I'll use this chair as well. There's like some fun yellow ones. Yeah, like the yellow is nice. And maybe another bookshelf over here, possibly. Maybe by Bjork. Is that a song? Yes. Say what you will about Bjork. She might be a little bit interesting as a person, but she definitely has a pretty amazing voice, actually, and she's got a style. I'll give her that. I don't know if I like this bookshelf with this, but the placement is good. I just need something, I don't know, that has a vibe. You know what I'm talking about. You probably don't, but a certain aesthetic that is a little bit quirky and funky. Like, that's a little too much. I want something that's like kind of in between. Ooh, there's a yellow bookshelf there. That's actually really cute. And then maybe just like a really nice plant in the corner. I really need to get some new headphones, y'all. Like, as in like, earbuds, AirPods, whatever. I would love AirPods, but they're very expensive. Like, they're too expensive for me. I have these that I've had for years. They're decent. The batteries are starting to kind of wear out, but they don't stay in my ear very well. Like, they slowly come out as, time goes on. And that really gets on my nerves so much. So if y'all have any recommendations for like wireless like earbuds, let me know. I know there's Raycon. I don't know if those are actually good. I've only ever seen people be sponsored by Raycon. So I'm just like, are they good or are they just sponsors? I don't know. But just let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments. I really appreciate it, because I just really need... I really need some better headphones, because I want them to stay in my ear, but I also want to be able to like lay down in them too, because sometimes I just need a little nap, and listening to something is always a good way for me to sleep sometimes. So always a good way to sleep sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't need to explain myself. This little lamp's kind of cute. I like the little yellow accents. Let me just type in book, and then we'll look up some books here. Ooh, this is a base game add-on by Illogical Sims. How cute is that? This little book decor item. Always love some more books. Let's see. And then I'll put maybe one of these here. These are always a nice little item to add for decor. And there's a bright color there. I almost always add these into my builds, but how can I not? It's one of my favorite items, honestly. I wish I had that in real life. Maybe like a little thing of plants here. That's kind of cute. I hear Stevie Nicks in my headphone right now, and I'm very happy. It's realigning me a little tiny bit, I would say. Oh, and we have these little base game shoe items as well. We have to throw a few of these in the floor just because I like the idea of them just kind of throwing their shoes around. Ooh, and this little llama, that's perfect for right there. Let's put a little bit of art like behind the TV. I feel like that's pretty good place for it. Something like this would look really nice. Maybe that. Yes, love. We can also put maybe one of these here somewhere too. Maybe like right here. Lots of like pastels and like poppy colors and patterns. Oh, I actually really like this space. It's super cute. Oh, that's right. I did add in a little island in the kitchen. That's something I nearly forgot. Because, that would just be really nice to have a little island in the kitchen. I think for the kitchen, I kind of want to change up the cabinets. I put these green ones in, but I really would like some yellow in here. I'm thinking honestly we'll keep the island green and then maybe the main cabinets can be yellow, just because I feel like that would really go with the color scheme of this home. Oh yes, that's so much more fun. And the wallpaper I definitely want to change. Honestly, this is kind of pretty. Either that or I can just use this again. Honestly, it's kind of amazing. Imagine that, and then we do like a nice light like tile back here, and I'm also going to use a column right here just to kind of cover that weird bit there. I don't know. It's just, yeah, that looks really, really cute. We'll do some fun, quirky little, what are they called? Bar stools. Those are really cute. I've never really used those very much. And then I'm going to go in with, just some regular old appliances, a little microwave. I love this one. Even though it's the cheapest one, it's pink. So it's really, really cute. And then we also have a pink coffee maker there. We also should throw in a dishwasher. I didn't think to do that earlier. So maybe we can do something like that. That's honestly so cute. I'm gonna use my favorite little item. It's from the kitchen clutter kit here. Just this little sink slide essentials. We love to see it. It's one of my favorite items. And then we'll throw some other clutter in here as well. Just the basics. There's a utensil item from Adventure Awaits that I really want to use. This one right here, because I think it would look quite nice here. Yes, like there's a yellow one. That's so stinking cute. Throw in a little dish rack, of course. Maybe a light above the sink since there isn't a window. Ooh, why is that kind of fun? I quite like that one. Maybe we can put that one over here as well. And then I will put in a nice little rug in here. Should I go pink or green? I kind of like this little pop of green. That looks quite nice. And then let's shrink it down so I can kind of move it in like this. There we go. See, I quite like that a lot. And then there needs to be some curtains over here. I honestly want to use one of these curtains from Movie Hangout. Oh, see, that one's really fun. Yeah, I think I like that one. Works really well, actually. Maybe we can put like a little pantry or a little, I don't even know what you call them, just like a little cabinet right here. Why do I want to put a phone booth in the kitchen? I just feel like they might be the type of people to have a phone booth. I don't know why. Does that make any daggone sense? No, but I think I'm going to do it. Honestly, it just looks so fun and quirky. We need a little bit of whimsy in our homes. This is also a really cute little table. It's from Luxury Party. Honestly, it's kind of cool. It's a little glittery. And then for the chair, I don't really know what kind of chair. I mean, we do have these. These are kind of the perfect colors, I think, for this home. I like the variety there. I think I'll also put a little high chair just in case I do end up putting a toddler in this house. I think I'll do this like orangey color. That's quite cute. Put this right here. And then maybe right here I can find some kind of shelf for like decor, like, like a little kitchen hutch or something like that. So one of my favorite artists, Slater with 3 Ys, has been popping off lately, and honestly, good for her. I'm currently listening to her new song, Brand New Chanel's. Oh, so good. Honestly, what an amazing song. She came out with an album fairly recently called Worst Girl in America, and I guess right before that came out, she was cheated on. Oh God. And yeah, she took that and she's like, okay, I'm making more music now. And she released another song, and I guess it's a new album that she's going to come out with. And ooh, it's good. It's really good. I highly recommend checking it out. If you haven't heard of Slater, she's, I feel like whenever I started listening to her, she was very into hyperpop, but she's done more than that. It's, more, I guess, than just one genre. It's amazing. I love her music so much. I've loved her since like her second album. So I'm so excited for this. Is this ridiculous? I think this might be really ridiculous. Just a tiny little bit. I do want to put another window here though, because it is feeling a little bit dark in here. I think I'm just going to do that with one window here. And then I'm going to like do this and then do another curtain here. Yeah, that's a lot better. And then we'll do a nice little rug for walking outside, just like one right there. It seems so dark in here still. I don't know what it is, but yeah, there's the kitchen. Oh, I almost forgot a very important part, a trash can. We need to add a trash can for sure. We'll do a pink trash can because that's fun, right? Okay, cool. Fully functional kitchen. We do have 4 bedrooms. I think I'm going to take one of them and make it into like a craft room. I think this one will be a toddler room. This one will be a kid's room. This can be a craft room. And then this can be a bedroom, of course. I don't know. I'm getting single mom vibes from this little place. Like, oh, see, that's really cute. The pink. I'm using items that I normally don't today. And I'm actually really excited about that. But it's still like my vibe, you know, quirky, whimsical, you know. I don't know what kind of lamp I want to use. I feel like I'm always using this lamp. It's one of my favorite lamps. I am so drawn to it. Also this one as well. I think this one's probably going to be the one. It's very simple, but it's cute. The bedroom is a little bit more muted because of the beige, but I'm still going to try to implement like fun pink vibes into here, I think. Why is this everything to me? I love this rug. Ooh, I love this rug a lot, actually. That's very fun. Oh, and we simply have to use this dresser here. That's so cute. Ooh, I queued up brand new Chanel's and then I put Worst Girl in America on, and oh, honestly, I'm so happy for her success and for the popularity that she's been getting lately. It's just like very much so good for her. Like she deserves it. It kind of drives me a little crazy because there'll be like people out here that once an artist that they really like gets popular, they kind of don't listen to them anymore. And I'm like, what's that about? Like, I'm sorry, you just not like them because like what? Ooh, a little bit of pastel like green there is kind of nice. Let's see. I kind of like that. I feel like there needs to be something in the corner. I mean, I could just put a decorative like hamper. Honestly, why not put one like right there? Maybe we can have the robe hanging like right here. That's kind of cute. I'm loving this bedroom, actually. It's very adorable. Put a little lamp over here, maybe. I'm not sure what kind. Maybe just my favorite one, like this one. Very cute. I feel like the hamper should go over here. Yeah, that fits so much better, honestly. We put it like that. Put it like that. God, my accent, sometimes it just comes out. Cracks me up. And then maybe a bonsai tree in the corner. When in doubt, put a bonsai tree, honestly. It's very cute. And let's put like a little TV maybe in here. I would love to put this one, but I want something that actually looks kind of cute. Maybe just like this one, and then find some other decor to put in here. Maybe some like, yeah, something like that's perfect. And I don't want to over furnish it, but just because this lot has so many houses on it that I don't like the idea of overloading the space with a ton of items. So I'm just going to keep it as simple as I can. Oh, that is the most perfect curtain for this room. I actually like that the walls are beige so that it kind of helps tone down the heavy-handed pink, but I like the balance. I don't know what I'm saying, y'all. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the video. Let me know by leaving a comment and liking the video if you're still awake. What if you just woke up and I was like, are you awake? You know, that would be a little bit creepy, honestly, wouldn't it? I need a fun mirror. Ooh, this one from Crystal Creations, Always Eats. I do love that one a lot. And then maybe I can do like, I don't know, just like a little painting set here, something cute. Ooh, I love this, but I've already used it. I don't want to use it again. Let's see. Ooh, this one should be used somewhere. Maybe I can just shrink it down. Oh yeah. Does that work in here? I don't know. Not really. We're getting somewhere though. I do need to remember I can use some CC today if I want. And there is some very pretty CC by a winged llama. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I would love that in real life. Let's see. I do want a painting on this wall. Maybe something like this. That's kind of cute. All right. There's the bedroom there. And then the bathroom is pretty much done. Honestly, I just need to go in and add, the decor, basically. Do some like, little toothbrushes there. And then we'll do a hand soap as well. I think I want it to be, I don't know. I'm not sure what color I want it to be. Honestly, the little unicorn is kind of cute. We'll do maybe like this mirror here. Quite like that. It matches the base pretty nicely. And then we'll do like a towel. Of course, I'm going to make it pink. I need to put down this little toilet roll holder again. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I think I did, but my game was in a never-ending save spiral earlier, and so I lost some progress and I forgot those. Let's see. I think I want to go ahead and add those rugs from the bathroom. Ooh. This Ready or Not rug like set by Sibylette. Ooh, I forgot about that. It's really good too. Ooh, but this sleek bathroom rug, also by Sibylette, is really, really good. I don't know if it really fits the vibes though of this bathroom. That kind of does though. Not everything needs to be like super heavy-handed pink. So maybe it's good that I do something different. I think I'm going to use these rugs. I don't know which swatch I want to use. Let's see. I mean, that's actually kind of cute, the blue and the green, but I don't know if that works. Let's see. I mean, I could easily just do the unicorn, but no. I think I'm just going to go with this one. We're just going to say that. I don't like those. Never mind. We're redoing all of it. I think I am going to do maybe this in pink because that's so cute. Like, can we talk about that? Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I feel like there was another one and I can't seem to find it. It's this one right here. This is what I wanted. So I think I'm going to do like just this one here, and then we'll do the pink, and then we'll do this one here. Little round one right there. Yeah, that's stinking cute. And then we'll do a pink light there. And I think I also want to add just an extra little bit of decor here. I want to do that little cabinet like this one here. Actually, I like that swatch. It adds a little bit of variety in colors. And we'll add some towels here. Ooh, these are cute. These are from a winged llama, but they don't really fit the vibes. I want more like, we'll do something like this, I think. And we'll make them, ooh, that's the perfect shade of pink. Honestly, yeah, the bathrooms come out pretty nicely. I would like some window coverings. Someone said that I sounded like, because I said that in another video, and someone said that I sounded like Moira Rose when I said it like that. And honestly, I can't stop thinking about that. That was so funny. And also so true, honestly. Special shout out to Catherine O'Hara. Rest in peace, Queen. You were a legend and you will always live in my heart. That's cute. I like this. Ooh, I want a painting. Maybe this little cupcake, even though you're in a bathroom. Who cares? Who cares about logic, right? Then we have this little room here, which I think I'm going to turn into a craft room. I mean, there's already a desk with a computer in the living room, so I don't really need to do like a computer desk. I think I would rather put like, ooh, maybe they do candle making in here. Oh, that's cute. Don't really use that very much. So yeah, we can do candle making. They also like a little bit of painting maybe. Oh my gosh. I forgot about this shelf. It's a CC item from Sibylette. That is actually so cute, and I want that here. Oh gosh, but they won't really be able to reach the toilet paper where I have it positioned, so maybe not. Should I put like a bookshelf here? I don't know. I'm not really sure what else to put in here. Ooh, maybe they can do some knitting. That would be kind of cute. I was like, what do I want in here? But maybe we can just put like a little chair, and then they can just knit here in the chair. That's kind of nice. I do want to maybe get that one table from the base game. This little artist table, that's perfect for filling in the space. I also want to get the canvases too. These like little decorative canvases. I don't know if it's just because I have my details turned up a bit with my NVIDIA Shadow, or NVIDIA GeForce Experience kind of overlay, but you can see like texture on these, which I think is really, really nice. And then I don't know what else I want to put in here. Maybe some fun art. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like this should go in here or something like it. This is quite cute. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this CC item. I'm using so much CC sets today. I'll leave them linked down below. But this is the Whimsy Thrifts set by Sixum and my good friend Griffey. So yeah, I think that fits the vibes pretty nicely in here. Ooh, a hanging plant. This is by Sibylette. I feel like that's perfect for in here. And then I'm just gonna do a blind. Oh my gosh, I forgot that we got more blinds by Illogical Sims. Those are really, really good. Maybe just some really basic curtains. I don't know. I want something a little bit simpler, like this one. Yeah, It's like a little sheer curtain. We can do the pink or maybe the orange or the yellow is nice. Yeah. And then I think I'm also going to put in like a tarp or something. Oh, there it is. I was looking for just like a tarp that they can put down for when they're like making candles and also when they're painting too. So I think that's pretty realistic there. Okay, it's looking really good. I like the vibes. We have this little room here, which will be a nursery, of course. Let's see. I want this to be like a crib here. We have this one from Enchanted by Nature, which is very, very cute. Or I could just do this simple one from the base game just because I feel like that's a little too whimsical. I don't know. Ooh, this is cute. This is from that other set in the base game. I quite like that actually, but I don't know. I'm being indecisive again. I think I'm just going to go with this because I feel like it does match the vibes pretty well. And then do we need a changing table? I don't know if we do. Maybe a little toy box. It's kind of cute. Let's see. None of these colors really work for me. Maybe we need this one. There's a pink, but that's not, I don't know. This room seems to be a bit more like peachy instead of pink. What if I went with this? Because then we could do something like this with the rug. I kind of like that more. Let's see. Let's just find like a light, like pastel, like tealy color. Like that. That's so cute. Put the little potty right here because they're going to need that. There is a matching changing table, which is very nice. We can put that here. Maybe I should flip this all around and put this here and then maybe put this here. Put the little potty here in the corner. There's not exactly a lot of space, but we can make it work. That's super cute. Put a little lamp in here too, of course. And then I'm just going to put some art or something above this. I was going to do a shelf with things on it, but people are like, don't do that. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You don't want anything falling into the crib. That would be really unfortunate. I don't think that's going to look good. I want something that is a little naturey too. We could always do these. These are quite cute. Oh, we can do like a little basket of toys maybe here in the corner. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe like a little toy on the floor. Maybe I can do something like that. Actually, that's a really fun idea. We can just kind of move this over a little bit, put this here, put a little toy like right there. I feel like that bit of pink is standing out way too much though. So maybe we'll just get rid of that. We can put this here like in the corner with the lamp. Put it like this and then do this. I don't really know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, I never know what I'm doing when it comes to like toddler and baby rooms, like nurseries. I don't know. I have never really known what to do with them. So, but I think this one's fairly cute. I might move this over and then do this. We get rid of these toys. Yeah, that's a lot better. That feels much more usable. We can even do maybe like, I don't know, this. I don't know. We'll leave it the way it is. That's fine. Maybe we should put this in the bathroom instead so that it's not just like in this room. I want to put these where they are functional. Yeah, that's a lot better actually. Very cute. All right, we've got this other bathroom here. I just need to I mean, I do want to try to make it look a little different than the other bathroom. Something a bit more fun and a bit more like, you know, like friendly. I don't know. Definitely make it look like there are children using this bathroom. So we'll do maybe some yellow there. Oh, wait. We'll put some toothpaste, like squished out toothpaste here. That's great, right? That makes it look messy. Do some hand soap right here. Ooh, these towels are perfect for this. I'm gonna put the little potty there and then we'll do this here. And then let's see, we'll do maybe that swatch. No, that one's got some pink on it that I really like. We'll do a proper little cabinet here maybe. I mean, we already used that one. Hold on, I need to turn my music down. I have got it blasting in my ear. I had to switch my headphones around because those headphones were falling out. I have some other ones here. They are fine. They're the same brand, but the batteries have definitely been depleted a lot more because I've used them a lot more. So I need to get new ones one day. I would love wired headphones, honestly, some wired like Apple headphones. My partner has some, but I would love my own pair just because I really don't like wireless headphones. I've never really been a big fan of them, honestly. So, you know, maybe I'll just go on to Mercari or somewhere and find some wired headphones just like Apple Wire headphones. I don't think they still sell wired headphones anymore, do they? Like new? I doubt it, because they sell AirPods. So, and plus, the only thing I would need ones that are the older iPhone, like as in not USB-C, but the lightning port, which is really stupid. I really hate that. If I just had like an audio port, I'd be fine. So anyways, let's move on to this little little bedroom here. I think this will just be for a kid. I kind of want to use this bed because it does look kind of low-key DIY. Oh, there is a yellow, but I kind of liked that first swatch with the blue. The blue and the yellow kind of look quite nice together. I would like a little nightstand that looks kind of DIY. This one kind of does. Let's see. I mean, that one, well, the light blue, that one works pretty well actually. And I do need a dresser. Maybe this one from high school years. I feel like it works pretty well, but the colors just aren't really working. Maybe this one, because it's definitely got similar swatches to that one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a pretty cute little set. I think I will give them a desk. Logical Sims actually has some 1 tile wide desks for the base game, which I'm like, oh my gosh, frothing at the mouth, low-key. Like, I love these, actually. They're so stinking handy. What about that? I like that. It kind of goes with the bed a little bit. There's some green on it, but I'm not mad about that. Let's see, maybe a little yellow chair, possibly. I think this might be, I don't know, a kid, of course, but maybe like a boy. I don't know. Ooh, maybe like something like that. That's really, really cute, actually. And I would like a blue rug. So let's just go to blue and see. Every time I go over here and click a specific color in the filters, it reminds me of when I did that row of townhouses and they were all solid colors. Let me tell you, I never finished that build, honestly, because it just was so exhausting. And it was getting to the point where it was like too much. Like the lot was really laggy. I was so burnt out of that. So I had to stop. But, ooh, I like this rug. I don't know. I kind of like the blue vibes in here. That's very cute. Maybe we should do blue wallpaper too. Like something soft like this. Actually looks pretty nice. We can maybe do something a little darker. I don't know. I like the lighter one the most, I think. I like that there's different like shades of blue though. I really like that. Let's see, we'll probably use this lamp or maybe the pink lamp. Maybe we should do little pops of pink. Ooh, I like that. Oh, wait, the green. That's actually so much cuter. I like that a lot. I feel like it's a bit more balanced. This chair is just not the right color. I think I want to do this one instead. Is there that color. There's green. Oh, there is a blue that I like. I'll do a little lamp here from Parenthood. I think that one's really cute. That one fits pretty nicely. I'll just do some random posters in here, I think. Let's see. Maybe some Void Critters or maybe the sports. That actually is kind of cute, but I don't know. I'm not honestly sure what kind of sim is in here, to be honest. I'm gonna do a little Henry Puffer poster in honor of the fan fiction I'm reading. Yep, I am currently reading a very long, very little bit inappropriate fan fiction. It's a Harry Potter fan fiction, and yeah, it's about 400,000 words. It's called Here in My Own Skin by Bleached Salt on Archive of Our Own, of course, the place to get the best fan fiction, honestly. I think I'm gonna do these curtains. They look really good with the blue and the green. I think that's kind of a fun combo. But yeah, very good fan fiction. It's very long. It's so long. But yeah, it's Ron and Harry, and Draco is also there. I'm not commenting anything else about that specific thing, but he's also gay. And then there's also George, who's also kind of involved. He used to be involved with Harry, and there's still some energy there that is like, what? Yeah. And yeah, it's really fun. It's about like, there's like a whole story about like wand lore and like raw magic. It's really fun. It's a really good story. I definitely recommend it if you are someone like me and you like a long fan fiction. because I like reading a fan fiction where it doesn't feel like there is an end to it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it just makes me like read faster for some reason. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can just keep going. I don't have to savor every little moment. There's just so much moments, you know? I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I just want some kind of like toys maybe in here. Sure. But yeah, like Ron is an Auror, and he was like part of this big investigation over these like anomalies that are popping up with magic, and some crazy stuff happens. Oh, that's cute. Some crazy stuff happens, and he winds up taking a break. But then he's like still kind of investigating it because Hermione is she's an unspeakable, and she's also investigating it too. They were like kind of working sort of in the similar positions, but also at the same time in different like departments. It just very interesting. Like, this person really like took so much time to write this story and like think of all these little details, but honestly, they like cranked it out so fast. I saw when they like uploaded it, but maybe they wrote it more ahead of time. I can't find a bookshelf. There's like nothing here that looks good to me. Everything looks bad. So I'm just going to put something. I don't know. This gives preteen energy, low key. So toys are probably a little too, I don't know. It's a little too young feeling. I want it to feel a little bit more grown up. I really would like to put a dresser with like a TV and like a video game console. That just feels like it would fit the best in here, but I don't know, maybe this is kind of cute actually. I don't know how functional this would be in reality. Maybe this one after all. I don't know. I mean, there is a blue. It just doesn't match. It's just throwing me off a lot. Ooh, no, that one doesn't really match either. I'm having a hard time, y'all. Maybe this one. I mean, it's fine. I don't really care. But let's put a TV like this. We'll do with a white swatch, and then we'll of course give them some consoles. We'll do the Super Dream Cube here. I kind of low-key, this is a custom content item. I want to see if it'll fit here. Yeah, it looks like a PS1. Isn't that so cute? I had a PS1 when I was a kid. It was really fun. My favorite game was Spyro Year of the Dragon. So good. Like, honestly, I play the remastered like trilogy, like the reignited trilogy on occasion. It's been a while since I've played that. I might see how well it runs on the Switch too, because I have it on PC and Switch. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know why I don't normally like doing that, but I think I'm going to do maybe this for this room. I mean, that's pretty cute. It's different than a lot of the rooms that I've done. I like it a lot. All right, there's the interior of this trailer finished. We just need to work on the exterior bits. I definitely want there to be some penguins. Not penguins. What's wrong with me? Flamingos. Of course. No duh. Why would I say penguins? What's wrong with me? We'll do some, flamingos here. We'll do a few like that. Honestly, I kind of like them being like kind of randomly placed like that. See, I want like a nice bench out here. I just don't know. I think maybe the backyard ones. Those are always really, really nice, honestly. I think I'm going to do like maybe one like here. Or maybe I should put it here. I feel like putting it there just makes the most sense. Yeah, we'll put another maybe chair like right here. And then let's see. Ooh, this is perfect. I like this swatch. It's got a little bit of the pink. I really want the woven rug from the Cats and Dogs pack because that just feels just right there. And maybe we can do like some plant pots in the front. Those are always really nice. Ooh, this is like a planter as well. Oh, how nice. But no, we'll do maybe these blue ones just to kind of match. That's super cute. Then we can do a light as well. We'll do that one. We definitely need to put some wind chimes out here too. That would be so good. You can actually make these like a deeper tone and it makes them look longer, which I love that. I didn't realize that, but oh, they're so pretty. I love wind chimes. I don't exactly know what to put over here, to be perfectly honest. Maybe we can throw some bikes over here. Maybe they just like keep their bikes over here, and then I'll put like a small one too. I don't know. We'll see. But then the backyard, obviously, I want to really kind of put some attention out here. Let's see. I think a swing set would be like the best choice in my opinion. I think just like a nice little swing set out here. I think I want to use the one from Seasons though. Ooh, we should definitely give them a little slide as well. That would be really, really cute. Yeah, and then we'll do this here. Let's see. Oh, and that one's really cute. And then I also would like to give them maybe like a little kids pool here. Maybe what I should do is kind of push this back here, put a slide like right here. Maybe we can put the kids pool like maybe towards like this area, like right around, I don't know, maybe we should just put it like right here. I like the yellow, it kind of works. It's so much yard back here actually. It's kind of impressive. Do I want to like maybe just put like a garden out here? That would look really nice. I always add these just because, you know, I grew up in Southern Appalachia. You know, every family has, you know, not every family, but a lot of families just have a garden in their, you know, property somewhere. So I think that's all I want to put out here. You know, I'll add a little bit of maybe this terrain paint, just add a little bit of color variation on the ground. And I definitely want to add in some of the dead grass, just like in a few spots, just to kind of make it look a little bit more textured. Yeah, I think that's quite cute. Nothing too complicated. And I think I will put like a grill out back, maybe like right here, and we'll do it in the yellow. Yes. And then I also want to just put like a little table out back as well. Oh, they made these in the single version. Oh, how cute is that? I love that. I'm going to use that. Maybe I should do the pink swatch. No, I want to use yellow, and then we can use my favorite chairs in the game. Honestly, I'm just going to say they're my favorite because I use them like so much. We'll do these. That's really, really cute. And maybe some lights out here. We'll do maybe like this light. I didn't use that for this one. I think I would rather use that one. I feel like that blue kind of works better. Okay, I think that is it for this trailer home. I really, really like it. It's very like functional. There's lots of space. There's, you know, you could turn this craft room into another bedroom. You know, there's plenty of room. 4 bedrooms. That's actually so much for like a house that's like this big. It's actually not bad at all. So I'm going to delete these cars because I think that's it for this build today, y'all. I'm going to leave these 2 trailer homes unfurnished so that, you know, y'all can, you know, move your own Sims in and furnish them yourselves. I thought that would be a fun idea. I always like doing that with these kinds of multi-house builds. You know, I've got my own here with my own little quirky style, which I like this one. It was a nice little exploration of a little bit of a quirkier, whimsical style that I haven't really played much into. Very pastel, very fun, you know, lots of things to do. I think it's just so charming, so cute. I love this bedroom, actually. It's so like auntie. Maybe it's an aunt and she's like taking care of like, maybe she has a baby, but then she also is taking care of like a nephew or niece or something, or a nibbling. I don't know what you would call those, but yeah, really, really cute. I love the front porch too. Love the little, the wind chimes. We've got a little garden back here. We've got some, you know, playground equipment. They have a grill and a table. You know, they need a little handle out here too. But yeah, I think that is it today, y'all. And that's the build. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments down below what you think. And honestly, if you want me to film another video of me furnishing these other 2 homes, let me know in the comments. Honestly, I don't know. I just, I kind of want to wrap it up here, but this will be available on the gallery under my username, Lucca Owens. Honestly, I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to upload this just as a regular residential, but feel free to turn it into a residential like rental lot situation. That's what I plan on doing. They're just kind of buggy sometimes. So, you know, I avoid doing it too much, but I do have a lot of fun building trailer parks. This obviously will not be the last one. But anyways, a big thank you to my YouTube members, the Lavender Buds. Thank you so very much for your support. I really appreciate y'all so much. My accent was really coming out there. But yeah, let me know your build suggestions and your other cozy game suggestions in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. don't forget to plant lavender for luck. Bye, y'all. And also, good night.